everybody.
Hey.
We are going to cook another meal for you guys. Ooh. Oh. This one is chicken sausage cabbage soup stuff.
Stewy stuff.
I just kind of randomly came up with it.
Warning, stewy is not included in this meal.
What? Anyways.
Here's what you need.
This is 1/2 head of cabbage, 1 whole head of Napa cabbage, 4 stalks of carrots, and 3 stalks of celery. 1 rotisserie chicken that has been shredded, 1 thing of andouille sausage, 1 smallish sweet onion.
Here's my hand for comparison.
It's already chopped, crackhead. This is the green onion. Don't know how much I used, but it's a small bowl, and
so I was showing my hand for comparison.
This much of it. Fair warning, I have washed my hands, so, but there's that much of it.
I have too.
So, okay, anyways, so there's that. For all ingredients listed, I know there's some picky eaters out there. If you don't want to have one of them, just take it out. The main thing is the chicken, sausage, and cabbage. If you don't have one of those, you kind of just have either like a meat soup or a cabbage soup. That's just sad.
Or just water.
Yeah, there's that. Or you'll just have water and like, then it's not soup. Well, I guess if you, let's not discuss that.
If you boil it up and put like broth or whatever in it, then I guess it's soup.
This is going to take forever before we try to discuss this. Just do it. You know. Okay, so one of the things you'll need is one of these giant pots. See, compared to my saucepan? Giant pot. Whee! So in this giant pot, you're going to dump your things of cabbage. Alright, so once you've dumped all your cabbage in its pot, cover it with a half and half mixture of chicken broth and water. Or you can just use chicken broth. I used 3 32-ounce containers of chicken broth and 2 very large cups of water to even it out. But like I said, I'm making a lot. This is going to last us a few days. So, you know, you judge on yours. We're not professionals. We're just showing you technically how it's made. Okay. Once you have your cabbage and chicken broth in a pot, go ahead and turn the stove on to, ours is like a 6. Get that all getting heated and brewing while we work on our vegetables. Next, while your cabbage is getting heated and stewing like the sauna it will be, you're going to take your andouille sausage and put it in your giant saucepan.
It already smells good.
Giant saucepan. And what this is going to do is it's going to like caramelize and get all pretty. And it's going to leave these good juices in the pan. So when we do our vegetables, it's going to leave this wonderful flavor that is like no other. Mm. She enjoys it. Also, ladies and gents, put a glob of butter in there. Makes everything sizzle even more. Butter is your friend. Add butter. Or don't. It's up to you. But it's what I would do. And you're watching my video, so maybe that's what...
Big old glob of butter. Nope.
She's hiding. Our sausage is beginning to sizzle, and it smells so good. So once it gets where it's starting to brown and sizzle, what we're going to do is going to dump our rotisserie chicken in there and brown it a little bit before we add it to our cabbage. Yay! Lovely assistant Anna. She does so well at dumping chicken into the pot.
And then, after you finish cooking and adding the rotisserie chicken and the sausage, you put it all in the giant pot. Wow. And then, in the same pan that you cooked the chicken and the sausage in, that thing,
you put a giant glob of butter.
The biggest glob. And then you put your vegetables in it.
Well, at least you put your carrots and your celery first. And saute them until they get a little softer. And then we're going to add some more. Yay! Ready. So once your celery and carrots start to become more transparent, I guess you would call it, you're going to dump your onions and green onions in there. Go ahead.
Onions.
Good job, Anna White. So onions.
Green onions.
Yay, she did such a good job.
They're stuck to the bottom.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to have to do that because I'm the professional dumper of vegetables, apparently. But you do that, and we're going to stir it until it gets transparent. And we will come back to that. That's her nod of acknowledgement, I guess. Yeah, we're going to go with that. So these are the seasonings I will be using tonight. I cannot give you measurements. I have no idea. But Anna will film me as I'm putting them in, and you can try to judge it that way. But I'm from the South. We don't measure things. We just look at it and we're like, yeah, that looks about right. So that's what we're going to do.
What are measurements?
First thing you're going to do is turn your stove down a little bit to, I put it at a 4 now. That way it's at a lower simmer so that I can put my seasonings in. And then I'm going to make my roux-like thickening thing to add to the stuff. First thing we're adding is some garlic powder. And I like to just give it a nice even coat all over. But I really, really love garlic, so, you know, you just...
I hate it.
What? Next thing we're adding is some Tony Sacheries, because no meal is a good meal without some Tony Sacheries added into it. I'm just saying, we're going to give it a cream mixture. Oh, that smells so good.
If smell-o-vision was a thing, your noses would be amazing.
You would be in smell heaven. Alright, so the next thing we're doing is the seasonal. I use that with Tony's I found.
The seasonal?
Yeah, the seasonal.
Not the natural seasonal. No, the seasonal.
I have found this works perfectly with Tony Sacheries. I don't know why, but it does.
It's just as amazing.
Then we're going to add just a tiny bit of oregano. I say tiny bit, but it's like an even coat in a circle all around. Till it looks like how I think it should look, because everything's done by sight. Give it a nice little mixture.
Look at the steam.
Steamy.
It's getting steamy in here. Oh god, it smells awesome.
Alright, so then we're going to put some salt, because, you know, America's built on people putting salt in crap.
No matter how good it is without it, better with it.
Yes. Some pepper, because, I mean, duh, pepper. Good for your heart. Just in case you didn't know, it actually helps prevent heart attacks. I think they did a study sometime back when. So pepper. Now this is browning seasoning sauce. A lot of people use it in their jambalayas. I also like to use it in some of my stews and soups. So you're literally just going to fill this little lid up, just like that. Like a tablespoon or something. And just pour it in there.
Whatever it is.
Mix it all in there. You're going to add just a tiny pinch of sage, because sage is strong. So you're just going to... My container's not letting it come out, so kind of smack it around a little bit. Get in there!
Gotta show it who's boss.
I'm your boss.
Show your dominance, Ma!
Get in the pan! Alright, that's about right. Alright, so now we're going to make the roux thickeningness. You're going to take some flour and sprinkle it over your vegetables, just like
How much flour is that, Ma?
I don't know. You just kind of cover your vegetables with it. I used 3/4 cup, and that's much is still left. So anyways.
It's like half cup, maybe.
You kind of stir this in and get it mixed with everything. And while you're doing that, you're going to take the broth and pour it in your pan over here.
Your hand.
Yes. And then we're going to mix that together. Ooh, I just flung stuff. You saw that? I just flung food.
Look at that. Wasting food.
Alright, now as you can see, it is starting to thicken up, and it kind of creates this creamy stuff, and that's going to thicken up your stew. Soup stuff. But it's going to be so yummy. So yummy. Alright, we have now added our mixture into our big gigantic pot of yumminess. Our heat is still up. We're going to wait for it to come to a boil. Once we start seeing little bubbles in our cauldron of yummy.
It'll go blue, 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 blue.
How does it go?
It goes blue, 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 blue.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah. Anyways, once it starts to bubble, we're going to put it on low and then put a lid on it. And we're going to let it stew. I'd say the minimum is 30 minutes. So I'd say the minimum is 30 minutes. The longer you stew it, you know, the more flavorful it gets. So maybe 45 minutes, an hour. It's up to you. I need to feed people, so it's going to be about 45 minutes for us. Yeah.
We'd starve to death in an hour.
Yeah, they're not patient people. So we will come back to you when we're putting it in our soup bowls. Yay. Anna, you didn't look excited in that last take. Will you go ahead and show them how excited you are to have cooked something yummy?
Whoa.
That's not your signature saying. What's your signature saying, Anna? How does it go, Anna? How does it go?
You know how it goes, Mother. I shouldn't have to say it for you.
Come on, Anna. Do it for the people. They want to hear it.
We heard it earlier.
They want to hear it. Do it for the people.
Wow.
So this is our finished product. It's all soupy and yummy. But I make this anytime anybody in the house gets sick or whatever, and I swear to God, it cures it. So
It's magic.
try it. You might like it. Some people might try to eat it over rice. That's fine. I just eat it as a soup, just like this, and it is delicious.
It's better with rice.
She just thinks that because she doesn't like soup.
That's not true. I like soup.
You saw that side glance? That means she's lying.
I'm out.
Lies.
But no, I do like soup.
Anyways. Oh, wait. Thanks for joining us again for Jules and Anna Cook Some Shit.
Yummy.
Yeah. It's going to taste good. We're going to like it. You should try it. Pretty much half of the details are in the video. You can kind of guess the rest. But
yeah, the rest just, it's up to you.
that's just how we cook. We just kind of estimate and guess and throw some shit together.
Throw it together and just guesstimate.
Just ends up good every time because we're awesome.
See you lunch meats.